What's up? It's time. So I'm here. I was thinking about this today. Um, Way too early rankings for all of the AFC. Uh, I got into it, and it was so much gosh dang fun that I started doing the rankings for the NFC. And so, hey, what's up, Daniel? And so, yeah, I did some like way too early kind of power ranking things. And I'm going to get into it in just a minute. I think Anthony's probably taking a shower or finished dinner or something. So he should be here. Then we can go. So let's do this. Cheers, everybody. Off work. Out into the stream. Kind of happy. Had a good day. I had a good day of thinking about pre-draft football. So I know a lot of things are going to change once the draft gets here. But as far as right now, where the teams sit, what talent the teams have, what coaches the teams have, I took all of this kind of, player by player even, and where each player ranks in the league for where the player ranks in the league for in his tier or whatever. Oh, Anthony's texting me something about a link which I already sent him. It's like literally above his stuff. Anthony, I sent you the link. He keeps saying, "Hey, send me the link." I did literally just I sent him the link, and then he started sending me emojis and stuff. Check it out. There's the link, and there's Anthony's emojis that he sends. Link, link, link. Everything okay? Link. All right, I'll see if I can send it again. Paste. Send. I just copied the same link I sent you in the chat before, or in our text before. You didn't get a link. How about now? Get the link yet? That is the link. What it says. Here, I'll put it on this thing, and you just hop in here into on the YouTube, and then I'll just take the message off after. Good. I'm glad you're here. Let's do this. Let's see here. Copy, paste. Weird. All right, go on the YouTubes, Anthony. I'm just gonna wait for Anthony for just a second. He should come on any time now. What's up, bro? I see you.
Yeah, my text messages, I ain't not getting nothing.
That's weird, dude. I sent it twice. I can show you on my text thing.
I got
like there's one of them, and then just above that is all your link. I get it, dude. It just didn't come through.
I got
There it
that
is
one.
again, and then there's your Star Wars.
Yeah. That's dirty.
I don't know why I wouldn't send. That's bizarre. That's through my freaking phone too. I know my bill's paid, bro.
My bill's paid too. I was like, "What's going on?" I'm over here waiting. Like, did he forget?
No, I didn't forget at all, bro. It's just like, holy cats. You know, I sent it, dude. All right, well, we're here. So it's all good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let me turn you up. I can't hear your. Maybe that music is too loud. I can't hear your volume. Well, say howdy doody or something fun so I can.
Duty howdy.
There you go. I'm gonna see if I can turn that down just a bit in the background. You hear me okay, bro?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Sweet. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights stopped in and said hello. Oh, dude. I want Sonny Styles so goddamn bad in the draft. I can't even stand it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs are going to do this for me, but
Jordan France is in the house. Beth is in the house.
Jordan's up in here. Hey, oh, what's up, Beth? Beth is here. I haven't seen the milady in a while. So I've got, you guys, I've got a list here that I made of rankings. What I consider teams, pardon me, that are worth putting into, like looking into the future, where they're going to be in wins by playoffs. Of course, it could all change. But just for what I'm thinking in tiers, like who is worth 10 or more points or 10 or more wins, and then like who's fighting for a playoff spot, needs a push, and then who's probably just not going to make it, right? And so that's what I did. Hope everything's okay, Beth. Sounds like you're dealing with stuff.
Bet, man.
So here we go with my teams. I have a big three lit on this list that I pretty much know are going to do this. All right, and so it goes with the Ravens looking right now the strongest. This is pre-draft. This is the talent they've got on their team, their coaches, everybody all put in together in a mix that judges them against other coaching and playing staff, player staff, and everything. So I got the Ravens looking like that's probably going to be the strong one. They're going to be the team to beat this season. I think Jesse Minter is going to really take them places. Goes Ravens, and then the Bills and the Chiefs, and then the Chargers. I'm going to put the Chargers up there. The way that they're put together, I know that they might dip a little bit because Jesse Minter left them, and now they're not going to have the number one defense in the AFC anymore.
Who's their offensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah, that guy from Miami went there for the OC. You know, with the talent they've got, I don't know if he can really fuck it up, dude. I just don't think he can fuck it up. We'll get into Miami in a while, but yes, this is part of the conversation. I don't think he can really fuck this up. I think Harbaugh has a set way, and if he starts screwing it up, Harbaugh's just going to foot in ass, kick him right out the door. He's not a boss anymore. He is a minion. You know what I mean? What do you think?
We'll see. We'll see.
He's not a boss anymore. He's got to do what somebody tells him now, you know?
So Beth disagrees. He thinks that the Ravens are going to fall this year. Lamar is a diva and doesn't like being told what to do. Mentor tells you what to do. So there's that.
I think Minter just talked them into paying Lamar don't throw fits money. because Lamar just got a raise again.
And they got Trey Hendrickson, which they beefed up that defensive line.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to have a better defense for sure with Minter there. There's gonna be nobody scoring no fucking. All Lamar's gonna have to do is get 20 fucking 5 points, and he's gonna win these games. You know what I'm saying? The other team's gonna be held 20 or less on average, and that's just because of Jesse Minter. Lamar's gonna get it easier. He's gonna look better. He's gonna get a lot more wins under his belt. He's not gonna be throwing fits like when the other Harbaugh was there. Alexis Fitz. I'm glad she spelled that with an F. Fitz. He does like to look good. He doesn't quite do the Cam Newton special, but okay. So I got those in the top 4. Yes, I'm having the Chargers in there still. I know the talent they've got, and that's a fucking hard team to beat. They're all going to be over 10 wins. Now it's up to the next group to prove they can do it over 10 wins. Now, people might disagree with me on this, but in the AFC, this is how I put it. I got the Patriots, the Texans, the Broncos, the Jaguars, and the Bengals are all like right around 10 wins. Like if they could get to 10 wins or something, they're probably going to be able to push that extra win or two to make a playoff if they have to. But I don't think they're going to be in the chase for the top seeding like the first 4 teams I mentioned. So these are the teams that are going to be not easy to beat. Bengals, Jaguars, Broncos, Texans, and the Patriots. They're all in that like middle echelon group. And then you got, oh, this one's rough here. So the Colts and the Steelers are going to be the ones who are fighting to try and get in the playoffs. They're going to be those two right on the edge, outside looking in. Probably just maybe have a chance if somebody else loses. You know, there's always those guys that need your team to beat that team and then or another team to lose to that team. I think those guys are going to be the Colts and the Steelers. Poor Titans, Browns, and Raiders, and Jets and Dolphins are just they're going to be really, really hard pressed. Any of those teams to come out of their tank for rebuild mode.
We don't know about Rodgers yet.
Rodgers?
It's a big question mark.
Yeah, we don't have no idea what the Steelers are going to do, huh? No. What do you think about that, dude? What do you think about Rodgers always doing that? I'm curious.
Do you think, I believe, what the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to draft a quarterback? They're going to have to.
Okay. So you just can't rely on Rodgers? Is that what you're saying? Like you have?
Well, I mean, he's in his 40s. I mean, even if he plays one season, he's probably going to be done after this year if he comes back. I mean, who's going to be your next quarterback for the next year?
I don't know, man. Looks like if you go play good at flag football, you might think about ending your retirement like Tom Brady. He's like, I could do really good at flag football. I should come back to the NFL. And if he comes back, I hope somebody fucking plants him just hard. Don't you act like you can come back just because you're good at flag football. What's Bet got going here, Rodgers? We'll be back another year. Steelers will draft. Hey, what's up, Crispy?
Crispy's in the house too.
Where do the Steelers get what round or what pick do they get in the draft?
I want to say they're like top, at least maybe 18, maybe.
Really?
I don't know.
The Chiefs tanked and got pick 9. And we also get 29. And I see projections of Sonny Styles falling in the draft to the point where he could be picked by the Chiefs, bro.
So the Steelers have the 21st pick. And then they have the 53rd pick, the 76th pick.
So you say 21st pick?
The 21st, that's their first round, this 21st pick. They have 3 picks in the 3rd round. Wow.
They could trade up if they needed to.
And 2 picks in the 4th round.
Not a lot of real big name talent coming out of this draft for quarterback yet. I mean, there's that Mendoza kid that everybody's gooshing over.
Yeah, the Steelers have 12 total picks this draft.
They could trade a bunch of picks and get a quarterback.
Yeah, they could trade 3 picks and get, yeah. Woo, boy. Woo, whoa. That's a lot of picks.
I mean, they could literally trade right up to the goddamn top.
Yeah, they could.
Have to give up every fucking pick to get him, but I mean,
wow.
It would suck, but for their draft.
Excuse me. Don't need to start yawning now.
So there's another kid that's supposed to be up in the draft, man. Who's the top 5 prospect quarterbacks in the draft?
Top 5 quarterbacks?
Quarterback prospects in the draft.
Lord have mercy. I can right.
The Steelers draft strategy: just trade all the picks for one guy. Screw it.
They got Fernando Mendoza, which he won't be going to. He's not going to be flying into Pittsburgh. He won't be at the draft. He'll be at home.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to be taken by the Steelers.
Ty Simpson from Alabama. He's a natural pocket passer with great instinct and considered a wild card due to limited starting experience but high potential. Now, Fernando Mendoza, he's the number 1 pick from Indiana. He's a pro-ready playmaker with high intelligence, recognized as a potential number 1 overall pick with a strong ability to throw in the clutch. And then you have Garrett Nessmeyer, or whatever his name is, Nessmeyer. He's from LSU. He's a quick rhythm passer with an impressive accuracy, touch, and anticipation.
Cool.
And then you have Carson Beck from Miami, who's a veteran signal caller, often rated high for his experience and efficiency. And then you have Drew Aller from Penn State. He has a strong arm, and he is developed into a reliable draft prospect.
So I liked Beck. I was watching some stuff about Beck.
I've seen Beck. He's not that bad.
Yeah, like he's a good quarterback in my eyes. Like I think that kid could. I also watched him on that Tom Gruden's show. Like he does that YouTube show, right? And Beck just like kicked ass. I mean, so he was likable. But I think his talent alone, if you just watch his highlights and watch his lowlights too, he he doesn't throw fits. Seems like he could turn into a professional pretty easily. I mean, he gets a little passionate, but it's not anything out of line. Seems like it'd be a good face for your team. Yeah, he's not too bad.
So yeah, he's a very rhythmic. I can't even speak. My God, he's a rhythm. He's got a good rhythm passing, and he is best when allowed to play on the beat. He finished with 3,813 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Even though one of those interceptions was on the final drive of the national championship against Indiana, Beck found a great connection with Miami's playmakers and offensive line. Where he needs work is he needs to consistently generate early pressure against Beck, have been able to knock him off his game. So teams are able to do that. And when he's off target, his percentage is when his feet are planted at 9.7%. Last season was significantly different than when he's forced to move at 21.4% from the original launch point.
Dude, Sonny Styles is projected to go to Cleveland.
Pez, what's going on, man?
What's up, Pez? Dude, if Sonny Styles goes to Cleveland and they have that fucking monster along with that other fucking monster, Myles Garrett, Jesus, nobody's gonna be safe, man. You won't be able to run the ball on Cleveland at all with those guys on there.
Well, then you got Cole Payton from North Dakota State, and there's ESPN saying that the best team fit for him would be the Green Bay Packers.
So the Packers do need to replace Malik, as he's going to be a Dolphin, right?
Yeah, Malik Willis is a Dolphin.
You know, he's going to have to learn the hard way too. I mean, kind of sucks, but.
So they're projecting, obviously, Fernando to go to the Steelers, and they have Ty Simpson going to the Air. They predict him best team fit going to Arizona, and then that Garrett Newsmere possibly going to the Rams. Newsmere, and then Carson Beck. They're saying the best team fit for him would be the Jets.
So
the Jets,
if he's projected to go early or in the first round, the Jets they're not probably going to take him. They're probably going to take that Arvell Reese guy, who's an edge rusher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to take him first round, like second pick or something. Because Mendoza going straight first pick to the fucking Raiders, right? Straight to the Raiders. The Cardinals are going to take that a tackle out of Miami. What's his name? Oagua or something. What the hell's his name? Oh, Maui Goa. Okay. that's tough.
Yeah.
And the Titans get pick 4. They're looking for an edge rusher, so they're going to take that Bailey. Jeremiah Love's going to go to the Giants, so they're going to have a running back. They're going to have a hot rod running back, man. Jesus, that's what they need too. Get a hot rod young running back, and then if that Cam Scatterbo comes back, see how good he could do. See if he's okay, if he's salvageable. But it shows the Browns picking up Sonny Styles. And then that Caleb Downs kid from Ohio State, he went to school with Sonny Styles, and he's a safety. That's who the Commanders are supposed to get. And Carnell Tate is going to the Saints, and then it says that the Chiefs probably going to look at Mansour Delaney, LSU. He's a cornerback. Young, strong, fast, ball-hawking cornerback. Probably one of the best corners in college football. But I want to trade up and get some stuff. We can fill the holes in corner with good talent. We don't need to take.
So they're projecting Caden McDonald, the defensive tackle, being drafted by the Buffalo Bills.
Oh yeah.
They're projecting him to be picked up on the 26th. Oh no, he's ranked 26. My bad. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right.
Reuben Bain. The Chiefs might take Bain.
All right. We'll see you in a few seconds, Richie.
Let's see, Fred. So funny. I don't know, man. Caleb Downs is a badass, though. I've been watching his stuff. Commanders are going to get a good safety if they pick him. I just want the best available talent, man. I almost could say if anybody that's projected to go before the Chiefs pick is there, fucking scoop him. Except quarterback. I don't think we need a quarterback. But I'd take safety, corner, and edge rusher. I mean, hell, I'd trade up to get a really good edge rusher. Take that Reese kid from the Jets. They don't need another fucking edge rusher. Jets do pretty good.
I think, honestly, I think Buffalo's going to probably pick up a wide receiver this draft. And
first round?
Yeah.
Is that the kid? That's the kid you were talking about?
That's what it's looking like. No, that was a defensive tackle that I just mentioned. He's ranked 26th and the 26th best player.
Oh, you went by what players ranked?
Where? Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, so I put in like who's projected to go in the top 10, and so far with the way the teams are leaning, that's kind of the way I put it. But I don't know, man. It's really hard to tell what Brett Beach is gonna do. He makes some moves, bro. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, bro? Yeah, I really have no idea what the hell they're gonna do in the draft, man. It's crazy. I do know that the bottom of the cracker barrel looks rough here. Miami Dolphins are going to have a really, really hard time getting 5 wins, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to get 5 wins. Fuck, they might. Shit, if they get 8 wins, I'll stand up and clap for them. Seriously. What's up? Is that Mike? What's up, Mike? Chatty blogger. It's not NFL season yet. Right, but there is projected draft, and we can still do kind of pre-draft power rankings because we just got through watching a bunch of really amazing trades. And then there's even going to be another round of trades, like post-draft. There'll be trades during the draft. It's going to be fantastic, man. But if the Cleveland Browns pick up Sonny Styles, we're all in trouble. That defense is going to shut people down. I mean, their offense probably won't be able to do much, but their defense is going to shut us down. All of us. I don't care what team you're in. It's going to be scary. On the NFC side, the Rams are probably pushing for a Super Bowl this season, harder than they've even pushed last season, and they did really well.
Yeah,
the Rams want a goddamn Super Bowl. Like win or lose, they want to go to this show. I think if they do win or lose, go to the show, Stafford will retire. What do you think? You think this is Matthew Stafford's last year, maybe?
We'll see what happens.
Dolphins tank year. Okay. Yeah, Daniel. It feels like they're in a perpetual rebuild state for probably the next few years, probably 2 or 3. It's probably really hard, bro. These poor bastards are paying out 1/3 of all of their cap space to guys that aren't even on their team. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like, you're paying out, almost $100 million to guys that aren't even on your team. that can't be good for trying to secure talent to go win. You know, I mean, you're going to be hard pressed to even win at all, let alone try to make a playoff. And A-Chain wants out. Dolphins are in trouble. Anthony called it. He said the Dolphins are going to go 0-17, and they'll be the first NFL team in the history of the NFL, well, of like almost anything, to go 17-0 and go 0-17.
That would be crazy if it happened.
17-0 and have a season ending 0-17. That would be gosh dang crazy, Anthony. I can't believe you put that out into the universe too, because now it's probably going to happen. Put your fucking Buffalo Bills juju all over it, didn't you? Rams and the Seahawks and the Lions and the Packers and the Eagles. So take those 5 teams and now take and add the Ravens, the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Chargers. Those 9 teams are all what I see as making a good run at a Super Bowl this season. Like a legit run. Everybody else has really hard schedules, you know. I mean, we have hard schedules too, but I think our teams are built to be able to sustain the beatings of hard schedules. So yeah. The Chiefs and the Eagles, I think, are going to be. I don't know about what's going to go on with the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to probably dip down a little bit, but I still feel like they're one of the major contenders. They're over 10 point or over 10 win team, but I don't know if they're going to be pushing to try to get any kind of positioning by the time they get playoffs. You know, I'm gonna put the 49ers in there. I think the 49ers can get over 10 wins this season. They've got a pretty decent schedule, friendly schedule, if you will, and they've still got good talent on that team. So they could be up there too. I guess it could come down to a lot of things. I don't know. I think the Bears probably going to be fighting for a spot. The Cowboys will be fighting for a spot. And the rest are just not going to have a spot. Unless something crazy happens, like end up like the Giants get Jeremiah Love, and he just goes absolutely insane, and they take their division or something. That would be one of the shockers to get a team in. But let's see. You say your 49ers are going to get 11 wins. I like it. 11 wins is a respectable season, and that's a playoff. And so that's kind of where I go with that top tier. What I was talking about is if you get over 10 wins, then you're legit contention for a playoff. You know, any more than that is where you're going to be sitting in the playoffs. That's the way I'm seeing it. So you got like 10.5 wins or something. So you'd have to hit 11 wins or better to be in that higher echelon. The 49ers are proven, bro. It's a proven team. They're always up there somewhere. It doesn't matter who's at your quarterback either. I mean, that's a respectable team. Commanders. Yeah, they're in one of those perpetual rebuild things too. Like every time that isn't it crazy? I don't know how they do it, but every time that you think that the Commanders are going to start kicking holy ass because they've got a good hot new quarterback, they fucking break him. They break their quarterbacks. Who's the last quarterback that played at Washington that wasn't broken? Like Mark Rippon?
He was even hurt.
Who?
He was hurt too.
Rippon?
Yeah, he's been hurt.
Yeah, good God. Have they ever had a quarterback that didn't just get fucking destroyed? That sucks.
Kirk Cousins was hurt too.
Everybody, I can't think of anybody from the from the old Redskins or the Commanders or the Washington.
Who was the one that broke his
team.
leg again? Joe Theismann?
Yeah, dude. Everybody
And then Alex Smith right after that?
Oh, yeah, they hurt my Alex, man. I liked Alex.
I was really rooting for the Washington football team that year.
I tell you what, Mike, you'll understand this. A lot of San Francisco fans understand why I say this too. But when Alex Smith came to the Chiefs, I had high hopes, but I found out he was just good enough to make a playoff and lose. He's a great system quarterback. He's very careful with the ball. But as far as like having the talent to go to the playoffs and take a playoff win for yourself, I think it was there. It was just very unused. So he was just good enough to make a playoff but lose. And I've got to tell you, for me, that's all I really wanted my whole life was us to fucking make a playoff and just win one. You know, we'd make a playoff and be busted out unless we had like a quarterback we got from San Francisco named Joe Montana. You know, he got us in the playoffs a ways. But we were cursed until we got Mahomes. You know? Not Joe Namath. So Daniel, it was
Joe Theismann.
It was Joe Theismann and Alex Smith both got broken. Like they had their leg bust and do that. Now there's been a few actually, not like maybe not the same bone and everything, but I think that the Theismann injury and the Smith injury were both just catastrophic, right? I mean, just last season we watched Cam Scadaboo's foot go plank and come off. Tyreek Hill's leg came off. Those are dislocations and breaks. With the breaks on Theismann, that one, that was terrifying. When I was a kid, I watched that and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. That looks terrible, man. And of course, they had to show Alex Smith get his leg broken like 95 times in a row on the fucking TV.
Yeah.
You know, and then the one time we were like, okay, just show me one replay. That's all I want to see. They didn't show it at all. What was that? That was last season. Something happened to somebody.
Yeah, Daniel was saying it was the same bone, same spot, on the same field, damn near the same day, 20 years apart.
Right? That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Wow. That was... So that was the same. They were playing for the same team as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, were they wearing red on red? Like, was he wearing the same colors? I think Theismann he had the white top on when he had his leg busted. Don't remember. I don't remember. For some reason, I'm picturing it in my head. He had a white shirt, but I might be mixing that with something else. If that's the case, I'd be like, you're gonna change these goddamn these colors. I don't want to wear those.
Okay, so check this out. So the injuries to Joe Theismann was back in 1985 and Alex Smith 2018. The most eerie coincidence in NFL history. Both were quarterbacks of the Washington football team who suffered nearly the identical right tibia fibula fracture on the same exact date of November 18th, 33 years apart in a 23-21 home loss while missing their Pro Bowl left tackle.
Both of them were missing their left tackle.
Yes.
Both of them had a Pro Bowl left tackle.
Both at the 39-yard line.
Right at the 30
final
on the
score.
same fucking day of the year.
They were caused by a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Lawrence Taylor, J.J. Watt.
Oh my God, really?
Was out on both of them due to an off-field, or they were off the field due to an injury. Isn't that crazy?
That is eerie. That is eerie.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same opponent, was it?
No, they were playing the Giants.
Theismann
was.
Right. Well,
J.J. Watt, they were playing Houston or whatever, or whoever J.J. Watt went to.
Mm-hmm. Fucking J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
You know, he was probably pretty mad at Alex because we owned J.J. Watt his whole career when he was in the Texans. He couldn't do a fucking thing against the Chiefs, man. We punked him so bad every fucking game. We had one game. It was a playoff game against the Texans. J.J. Watt comes in all hot like he's going to be some kind of badass. And we literally had him so frustrated that he was like punching the field and throwing fits like a little baby out there. Should say a big baby. It's a big old boy. But the Chiefs like literally just made him completely obsolete the whole game. They just went the other way. He'd go to the other side, they'd come around this way. You know? Made him obsolete, and he was set. Then there was the next season. The Texans made the playoffs, and J.J. Watt was trying to kill Mahomes, and Eric Fisher, number 72 from the Chiefs, grabbed him, spun him around, and grabbed him by the back of his freaking pads right here behind here, and by the back of his pants, and fucking drilled his head right into the dirt, just like he was a big fat shovel. Stuck his face in the dirt. J.J. Watt went out for the rest of that game. Then he picked fights with his whole coaching staff, threatened the organization about a bunch of shit, and then after he caused all the chaos at the Texans, he left. There was Chiefs fans that were saying they wanted J.J. Watt, and I was like, oh, fuck no. Don't need any locker room cancers. I remember all that shit. That was actually kind of fun for me. Sometimes there's a player I just don't much cotton to, I guess, and he was kind of one of them, I suppose. You watch him when he does the commentary, he doesn't do a terrible job. It's just, I don't want to watch him.
Yeah, J.J. Watt was with the Houston Texans that year, and he was second in the sack with 16 and a half sacks that year.
Yeah.
He played all the games that year. That was probably his last time he played all 16 games. Or Witchy's in the house.
What's up, Witchy? Peeks in.
LT, Ray Lewis, and J.J. Watt, all badass linebackers.
You know,
What about Houston?
I ain't saying J.J. Watt wasn't he wasn't great. I'm saying I didn't want him on the Chiefs, and there was ways to. I think it was Spagnuolo who was doing it. There's ways to take him completely out of a game, you know. I mean, there's ways to take Myles Garrett completely out of a game. But yeah, I just didn't really much care for J.J. Watt. I didn't think he would fit as a Chief because he caused so much locker room havoc when he was with the Texans. You know? But yeah, Lawrence Taylor was freaking crazy. Crazy. He said on an interview, he said he would find out who was playing on the other team that was going to be across the line from him. He'd find out who it was, what their hotel room was, and he would send over like really hot hooker with a bunch of cocaine and keep them up all night. And then he's like, I would just run right past them all day.
Must have been the Cowboys.
Like, holy crap, dude. That's a dirty trick, bro.
Must have been the Cowboys that they did that to, because they were all coked up in the 90s. That was his last years.
Cowboys in the 90s. You're right. 90s. That was the Aikman years. Mm-hmm. Pupils like the size of quarters. You can see it on the TV, man. We had a crappy TV. I'm like, look at the size of their pupil. I don't know about Emmitt Smith, but you can sure tell that one goofy ass crackhead wide receiver they had.
Marvin Harrison. Or excuse me. What was his stupid name? Number 88. Michael Irvin.
Irvin, yeah, he got pulled over with hookers and coke and guns in his car. They still let him play in the Super Bowl. Like it was like a couple weeks before the Super Bowl, and they still let him play. Troy Aikman, his pupils were. I think those linemen.
Eric Thomas was another guy.
Oh yeah.
Which he chimed in.
So, like, if we're going to talk about one of the greats, for sure, Derek Thomas. He was a silverback gorilla. There was one game when, I think it was it Shannon Sharp? Might have been Shannon Sharp or somebody that was, or maybe, who was the guy that played at Denver that was a real badass big guy, big receiver? Was that Shannon?
Shannon was a tight end.
Yeah. I think so. He was lining up across from Derek Thomas. Mm-hmm. And he was, every play, he would say a number. And it was the number to Derek's girlfriend's phone. And I mean, Derek was just like on the sideline, like the water, like walking back and forth like the water boy. Ah! He went at him. And then they had to sit Derek down. He sits on the bench and they put the big red phone in his lap and he has to call the boss upstairs and tell him why he's so mad. Derek almost got ejected from that game. He was gonna kill that kid. I think it was Shannon Sharp. It might have been that other kid though. I think it was Shannon Sharp though. I loved Derek Thomas. I got to meet him, like, just like, hi, like all starry-eyed, hi, you know, and shake his big old freaking hand. And his hand went like around all of my arm and shit, right? But him and Deron Cherry. And I remember watching Deron Cherry do fucking really, really well for us, man. He was lacing. He had a weird way of so it's a different position, but Deron Cherry had a way of putting his helmet on the ball. Like if you're a running back and you're running the ball, his helmet's just gonna hit you right in the ball, right there, and just pop that son of a bitch out. Crazy. That or he'd run up and pick it off. If you're a receiver, he'd run up and pick that goddamn ball off. That was fun in those days. Our offense was mid. Just good enough to keep us excited and hopeful. But our defense was usually great. We had great running games back then too. like get all the way up into the 90s. Ooh, man, we had some run games, baby. Now we got Kenneth Walker. I'm really freaking excited about that, Anthony. I hope he does as good as James Cook did last season. I hope he does as good as Saquon did when he
He went
changed.
to the Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah,
Could you imagine though him having a 2,000-yard season?
dude, if K9 hits a 2,000-yard season and gets himself OJ number, yeah, I like to call it Priest Holmes numbers. If he can get himself some Priest Holmes numbers, I'll be very, very happy too. Like, that's the only guy in all of the Super Bowl anyway when he was a Seahawk out of either team that I even made a post about. That's the only guy I even made a post about. And then all of a sudden, just a couple months later, he's fucking mine, bro. I'm so happy. Woo!
Yeah. Don Paulo's in the house.
John Paul O'Keefe, what's up? I'm pretty stinking happy, man. I got a guy saying I got 2 Super Bowl MVPs on my team right now, and they're both still in their primes. Oh my gosh, man. Richie, what do you think about it? What do you think about Kenneth Walker? You think that kid can make me really start enjoying some offense again? Because it's been a long time since I enjoyed offense. I dare say it was since Bieniemy was here last time. That's the last time I enjoyed offense.
Yeah, that's when Kareem Hunt came in his rookie year and just rushed. I mean, he was just amazing.
The greatest gosh dang rookie year I've seen from a running back for the Chiefs in my life, I think.
Yeah.
Rookie year, you know, except for oh gosh, I was too young for it. But Joe Delaney, number 37, his number's retired. But he come out looking like he could be one of the greatest running backs ever too. But he passed away trying to save 3 boys that were in a pond that were struggling, swimming and drowning. And his last words were, "I can't swim, but I've got to save those boys." And so there's a story for you. So yeah, Kareem was the first one I've seen, like since I was old enough to remember, that did that good. But rest in peace, Joe Delaney, number 37 from Kansas City. Chiefs forever.
Cheers. So do you think the Dolphins can go 0-17?
I think they could if they're in full tank mode, but it might be hard to train Malik Willis to help a team tank.
Let's look at the Dolphins schedule.
I know
their opponents.
Let's go game by game, and let's try to guess some scores.
Let's do this. Well, obviously they have the AFC East. The Bills, the Patriots, and the Jets twice.
Now, the only one I could see is if Geno doesn't work out and they steal one from the Jets.
Yeah.
Let's just do that by division, because the rest of your division is going to probably just wipe the fucking walls with the Dolphins.
Well, they got to play the AFC West.
They have to play the West?
Yes.
Ah, they're fucked, man.
The Chargers, the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Raiders.
The Raiders are the worst, and they got a lot better through the draft, or not the draft, but free agency.
So their home opponents, they have to play the Bengals in Miami, the Chargers in Miami, the Chiefs in Miami, the Bears in Miami, and the Lions in Miami.
But they have to go to Vegas to lose to the Raiders.
They gotta go. They gotta go to Denver, Green Bay, Las Vegas, Minnesota, Indianapolis, and San Francisco.
So hopefully, tickets for the Chiefs at the Dolphins are cheap as fuck. We go hang out with TD, bro.
Right?
Watch the Chiefs fucking pulverize his Dolphins.
I could see them probably winning 2 games, to be quite frank.
Dolphins will still beat the Jets.
Yeah.
You know what, though? They probably can sneak a win somewhere else. But yeah, the Jets were the only ones that I'm thinking if they could sneak one of the wins on. Maybe the Raiders. How about let's look at the North? I mean, they could. Do they play
Cincinnati? They're only playing Cincinnati.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
How about the South? Who do they play in the South? Colts. The Colts are going to be one of the teams that are fighting to try to get enough wins to make playoffs.
Well, maybe they'll beat Minnesota.
I mean, yeah, if you look at the NFC, I mean, there's a huge drop-off in the NFC. You have a bunch of teams that are just way the hell up here, and then boom, everybody else is like all the way at the goddamn bottom, dude. Like, there's like no mid-teams. I want to see the Panthers do well.
Mm-hmm.
It would be fun to, see them give it hell again, but I just don't think that's going to happen.
Dallas said he's living in hell, probably because of his head coach, Mike Vrabel.
Living in hell? Is it finals week or something?
Is it the finals week?
Is it finals week?
Dick was being a creep to girls. Ooh.
Let's stop being. Tell it to stop, dude. Gross. Is it yours?
Is it yours?
Is it yours? I mean, tell it.
I fucking hate his guts. You hate your
You hate my guts, dude. No means no, Dow. I thought "Is it yours" was pretty funny, Anthony.
They are not mine. Got you covered.
There we go.
Dirty dog. That dude's a dirty dog. Tell him to go find a pound somewhere. Shit. Well, fuck, man. I'm kind of I don't even know what to say right now. He creeps out the girls who already have their man. Well, yeah. I hate people like that.
There's lots of dudes like that, bro. You just gotta learn. I mean, yeah, they're gonna do that. Just gotta.
And he has the worst attitude ever. Yeah, they all do.
Wait until power goes out, drag him out behind the barn, and beat the hell out of him with a fucking axe handle. Mm-hmm. That's how we used to do stuff in the 80s. Drag him out behind the barn, beat him with an axe handle. They'll stop it.
Right.
Okay. On that note, starting with supper.
Back to the football. Draft night is coming soon. We got just less than a couple weeks to go, I think, right?
Yeah. For real. Let's see here.
The 23rd. That's only in 14 days and 2 weeks. Oh, that's in 2 weeks. Holy shit.
Odds favoring the over. AFC power projection rankings, the over under for wins still has Baltimore at 11.5 wins is the over under. Bills and the Chiefs and the Chargers at 10.5 wins. We got the Patriots, the Texans, Broncos, Jaguars, Bengals are all at 9.5 points over under. Some of those guys won't make it. Some of them will.
The Vrabel thing is just the media running with the picks because it's off season and they lost the Rashee Rice story.
Yeah. I mean, if Vrabel is cheating on his old lady, first of all, that sucks. Like, that sucks. We're not supposed to do that, man. We got to, we got to take care of our ladies instead of being like some shisty cheating dude, I mean, if she's being loyal to you, be loyal to her. What the hell's going on? But if it is just a friend and, it's no big deal and they're just like digging for a story, well, then fucking shame on the media, But either way, I don't like the idea of, like, you don't see me going out anywhere and hanging on to like hanging on to chicks or holding hands with a chick or anything, I just stay away from it. It's easier to just be like, nah, no thanks, I'm married, so be offended all you want, but no, you can't hang on me or hug on me, Is what it is. Maximum volume is this video's go, like, because if it's, I don't know, that video from Tenacious D's movie where Jack Black is playing the guitar and he's a little kid and they're blasting that. I thought that was pretty funny. Like, I don't mind blasting like that video. Or maybe you have a video of a Guar heavy metal show. Yeah, blast that for sure. The videos are shit. That sucks. That's not as fun.
One pick was them at arm's length holding hands like a greeting. Next was a hug, which was likely the continuations of the greeting. And the third pick was them in a hot tub sitting several feet apart. Trying to make noise out of nothing.
I mean, yeah. Wait a minute, Dow. This guy who's being creepy to women, his name isn't Mike, is it?
Nope, it's this cat.
Is his name Mike Vrabel? Are you talking about your own coach? Is it your coach that's being creepy, dude? And are his videos like film of players and stuff like that? Because that would get annoying after.
Right.
It's a bunch of whistles, bunch of cheering all the time, whistles, tweet, refs making crazy bad calls. I think it would be funny. I'm dealing with this creep. He's like a womanizing creep. It turns out he's talking about his own coach. Like, oh, it's like that.
So who's projected to be the top three in the NFC?
In the NFC, okay, I've got right now the Rams are sitting kind of how the Ravens are sitting. They're up there first and foremost at 11.5.
Yeah.
And then it's got The Seahawks and the Lions, and the Packers and the Eagles, and the 49ers are all 10.5. So, I mean, looks like the NFC's got some strength for the season. And anybody that isn't in that 10.5 over under area is going to be struggling and fighting each other tooth and nail to try to be a wild card, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's already going to be a fight for the wild card, so there's only going to be like one wild card left over in the NFC side. If all those guys kick ass. You say Rams and the Bears and the 49ers. So the Bears are falling off this season. People scabbed their coaches just like they always do. Every time you start getting a good season put together, fucking scabs come out. These vultures come out and they swoop in and snag your damn good coach that you just had that was kicking so much ass for you. Start whispering in his ear, you could be a head coach if you came over here and shit like that. And then the Bears, yes, the Bears picked up a couple of guys. They sure did. Mm-hmm. They got rid of a couple of guys too. And I don't just mean like on offense. I mean defense, special teams. There was guys that probably helped them a lot that they don't have now.
I think the Panthers are going to be better than what AI project them to be.
I think so too, bro. Because the AI says that the Panthers are going to be way down at the bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. 6.5 wins is their over under. I would take the over on that one all fucking day. All day I'd take the over on that one. That's what we ought to do. Go drop some like $40 on each one of these and put our over unders in.
Yeah.
Because I think you're right. The Panthers are way better than what that says.
The Commanders, well, what will they do? That's a good point too, because Jaden Daniels is not a bad quarterback, and that team was good.
It's a perpetual rebuild. What are the Vikings going to do, man? They need a different quarterback, Who they got now as their backup?
Somebody out of class, and then a short feller.
They took that Kyler Murray kid, huh?
Yeah.
And they've got the kid that's made of glass. Yeah, Vikings aren't going to do much. I see J.J. McCarthy getting fucking hurt again. Kyler going out there and just sucking.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders could bounce back. They really could. Now, Jaden Daniels is just like all the other quarterbacks from the Commanders, and he's just got fucking killed because they don't know how to teach their guys to protect a fucking quarterback, I mean, I cannot really think of the last starting quarterback for the Commanders that wasn't fucking hurt. They've broken so many guys, man. Alex, RP3.
What's crazy, though, is that the Minnesota Vikings in the last 10, 15 years, they have gone through the quarterback carousel as well. Even when Kirk Cousins was their quarterback and he was injured, and all the players that he had, and I'm surprised they made it to the playoffs as well as they have. They've had some good runs.
Dude, they had
some good football teams.
Talent. Over the last couple of years, they've had great talent.
Yeah.
Just something always seems to happen and just crush their dreams, dude.
I guess it's like the Buffalo Bills, Great talent. Just can't get over the hump.
Ooh, doesn't that suck when you've got these guys that you like, they're on your team and they deserve a shot at a goddamn title, the big shot for the Lombardi Trophy. You know they deserve it. They've worked so hard for you, and then it just feels like your team pisses away their career. I remember that feeling. This Chiefs team gave me hope again. You know, like I always kind of had hope, but it was like that glimmer of sunshine through the clouds, but it's always over somewhere else. You know, it's way over there. Like I can see it. It might be touching the ground somewhere else, but there is hope because at least maybe the sky will open up and then I can get some sunshine too.
Right? Richie said it reminds her of the Lions back in Barry Sanders' time.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Exactly. They just pissed away his whole goddamn career.
Barry was they forced it. They were not. Yeah, he left earlier than he should have. You know,
for sure.
Barry was a badass. Yeah, Vikings and Bills are cursed. John Paulo says, and he said, hopefully the new stadium will give us some good fortunes.
Yeah, but what if you guys have to play the Chiefs week 1 and we come stomp that ass in your stadium?
They won't put Bills Chiefs in week 1. You know why? Because we're a mid-season card.
Yeah, they put us right where the season gets boring because we get the most fucking views of any teams that ever play each other. Like literally, we have the record. Every single time that our team plays each other, we hit
like
the fucking
most
new
watched
record.
Sports event ever.
I'm serious, dude. Every single year that we played each other, every time we played each other, we've set the bar even higher.
It's almost as close as to the Super Bowl ratings. You know, it just gets better and better every year.
Dude, the most watched moment, or the most watched like fucking 8 minutes in sports is the 13-second game.
Like Witchy said, the Bills Chiefs is the mid-season adrenaline boost to the league.
I'm telling you, dude. Everybody watches that 13 seconds game. It's crazy they call it that too, because we got a whole quarter after that. The 13 seconds was just to fucking tie.
I'm on the side of not having O.J. Simpson's name and number in the new stadium. We'll see.
I mean, at least staple the gloves and a knife up there by his.
Jeez. Underneath it, I didn't do it. Or better yet, put the picture of his hand with the glove that he couldn't fucking put on with the knife. I'm on the... Jeez. Oh, heavens. Dad, you doing okay?
You could send out white Bronco limousines to pick people up that were like, MVPs and stuff that were going to come and watch the game. You know, people up in those balcony things that are all enclosed and shit. So all the MVPs get picked up in white fucking Broncos.
Well, Josh Allen joined me and you, Jamie, for being a girl dad, and all the other fathers that are girl dads out there.
Well, to be fair, though, I started with 2 boys, so I got to be spoiled for a while.
Yeah.
Before all hectic hell turned loose in the house. I mean, with the boys, I could be like, no. Or if they can't, were dirty, I just hose them off in the fucking yard, When they turn 18, you just give them a set of Samsonite luggage and you say, happy birthday, get the fuck out. With girls, it's way different, bro. Yeah, with girls, it's way different. You have to talk them off the cliff. So these girls that they live in this world of like butterflies and rainbows and happiness, and it's It's cute. It's really cute. But in this world, their ideas get moving around, and pretty soon, something tragic is going on, and they're crying, and it's all in the world that they live in, and you can squeeze it out of them. So you go, come here, baby, and you squeeze it out of them. Come on, girl, squeeze it out of them, and then they're okay for another couple of days, dude. It works really good. With boys, you just hose them off. I said no. Tell them to mow the lawn and stuff. I need just 1 second, buddy. I'll be right back.
All little girls are all drama and bullshit. Especially the sassy ones. Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. So DTN, what do you think about the whole Vrabel situation? Just a plot to get things going. I bet Mike Vrabel's in the doghouse, because he's like, well, I didn't do anything. Yep, fake news. What about Tiger Woods, man? What about him? My gosh.
Dude, he busted up another car. He didn't have a crazy blonde girl chasing him with one of his tennis rackets or whatever whatever that sport is he does. But he did flip another car over.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I was just texting. I was texting and I looked up and the car was upside down. Dude, I watched the video of the arrest, and dude, he tried to call the fucking president to get him out of the DUI. Like, you fucking pussy.
I need to call Dawn.
You fucking sissy ass.
Get me out of here.
Man, look. Just take your licks, bud. You did it to yourself. Just take your licks. You call the fucking president. Hey, get me out of this, big guy. What the hell?
He must have took an Ambien and drank a shot of fucking vodka or something. Which said she's a firstborn. Mama got pregnant with the second one, and I asked if I wanted a brother or sister, and I said sister. Got a brother. Repeat for third and fourth, and I got a sister. Fifth, I said better be a boy.
Yeah, one sister has soured you on having other sisters, did it? So, I was the second born. My sister, Moses, she was born first. And then King Jamie showed up. And then Daniel showed up. And then the Princess Mary showed up. And my baby sister's awesome, man. She's one of the funniest persons I ever met. When we were kids, though, she was fucking mean to all my cousins. She was the youngest of all of us. She was a little hellfire demon and mean to all my cousins. Like, she'd force them to do stuff. Like, I forced them to sit there and listen to her play bad piano. And if they got up to leave, she'd just fuck them up, dude. It was hilarious. We all loved it. Turns out the cousins didn't like it much.
Which he wants you to guess her real name is.
She says, I want you to guess my real name is Jamie. What?
No, guess what my real name is, Jamie.
thought it was funny. So is it Miss Mary? Is it Miss Mary? Is your name Mary for real? That was my mama's name.
Mary.
Nice. One of the prettiest names I've ever heard. That's my mama's name too.
My grandmother's name Maria.
It was my grandmother's name too. Mary kind of runs in families. Catholic families a lot.
Well, I got some southern shit for you. My grandma.
Mary Ann.
Oh.
So many people had a crush on you when you were on Gilligan's Island.
I was going to say that.
I am glad that you made it back. I'm glad that you made it back. But while you were on that island, there was so many people that had a crush on you.
Mary Ann. Yeah.
That is a pretty name. That guy that owned the bar over here on the highway, his lady's name was Mary Ann. That always made me smile every time somebody said her name too. Oh, cute. I like that name. That dude's bar burnt to the ground a couple years back. Was it called the Ranch?
And they didn't rebuild it.
Nah. I mean, technically, it was a shed built upon a shed, built into a shed that added a shed in the back to make it bigger, and like it was a fucking barn, basically, that with sheds added to it to be a bar.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was kind of a fire hazard anyway.
What was it called again?
The Ranch.
The Ranch. That's right. Daddy was the only one that called me Mary Ann, and Mama did if I was in trouble. Mary Ann.
So, yeah.
No ass over here.
I'm the one the kids come to when they're in trouble. They know I've got a solution, and it's not going to be like, rabble, you know. Except when the boys turned into teenagers, that's when I was like, you're going to just have to fucking man up and figure some stuff out on your own sometimes, you know. I'll give you a good idea, but don't you act like that in my cash house. But my daughter's got me wrapped around her little finger, dude. Fucking wrapped. Except for, like, I told her no today. She gave me the look like she was going to keep pestering me, but I put my foot down. I just got home from work, man. I wanted to sit down. She said, Dad, will you take me down to get some French fries? And I go, like, from a fast food place? We've got French fries right there in the deep freeze. And she goes, I just want, like, some McDonald's French fries. And I go, ew. Ew, why would you do that? And then she goes, fine, Wendy's. And I was like, they're all the same. Like, gross. Fast food. Ew. Like, we have like real potatoes we could slice up and you could just fry them up, you know. I mean, we got a fry daddy. No, she ended up having her mom take her down to get French fries. I didn't want to go anywhere. So, dude, on the Yanmar Trackhoe, the battery has like a weird clip. And if it rattles around like from transport or something, it'll pop itself on the negative terminal of the battery. And it's a weird little clip, so it grabs hold of the terminal. Like if this is your battery, like the little lead thing that sticks up on your battery, it grabs hold of it like this, but then you close this little cap and it squeezes this part so it grabs it tighter. So when you close the cap, it really grabs hold real tight. But that cap pops up on transport. And they were like, we couldn't get the thing started, so they jump started it, which basically they just put the cables onto the negative wire that wasn't grabbing tight enough. And of course, it sent the negative where it's supposed to go, and then the positive came in, and they started it. But then once they unhooked those, it's just running off its own engine and that terminal isn't charging the battery or anything.
Mm.
So it won't, and it's not even connected. It's just like loose on it. And so you could run it, but as soon as you shut it off, it's not going to start because that's not clamped on. And like the guys were like, "Oh, we're going to have to call the mechanic down here. Nobody could figure this shit out." And I went over there and I looked at it and I go, "Oh, I haven't seen a terminal like that before." And I start moving the cap up and down and I see it clamping and I go, "You fucking idiots." Click. Got in. Started up. Perfect. Every time I turned it off, started it back up. I was like, yeah, we don't need a new battery that's $250. We don't need to call a mechanic to come and put it in. Are you kidding me? First of all, get the battery, I'll put it in. But no, we're not going to start you don't just call the mechanic and have him come and diagnose a fucking battery terminal. Are you shitting me? Give me fuel, give me fire, and it'll run. I mean, come on. It's basic. It's give me fuel, give me fire, she'll start. And we can drive it and see what else is fucked up. Nothing else was messed up. It was a good little machine. So I fixed that. Saved the company $500 in one click. Like this, dude. This is what it took. Click. That was it. Just $500. Mm-hmm. Anyway, back to football. I can't throw a football with that little machine. How is what's the Raiders over under? What did I tell you that was? Let me go back to it real quick. Raiders
5.5, I think. 6.5, maybe 5.5.
5.5. You're right. You were right. Nailed it again with your good memory. I think the Raiders can get more than that, bro. I think they're going to take one of Dolphins' 4.5 wins away. And so the Raiders are going to be at 6.5. I just think that Kirk Cousins is good enough that the Raiders are going to do well against quite a few opponents. He's got heart. I ain't saying he's great, I'm saying he's good. And he's got heart. What do you think about Kirk Cousins?
Well, I think he's about due to retire. I think he's done. I hate to say it. I don't think he has that factor that he had that swag when he was in Minnesota and then the first couple games in Atlanta, I mean, we'll see what happens.
If you were going to put him in a place out of all...
I could see them winning at least 6-7 games.
He's got the greatest agent.
He does.
Hands
that
down.
Man will get him paid.
For real. So, if you were going to rank all of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL, who are you going to put number one?
Patrick Mahomes.
Me too. Let's do this. Let's make this really easy. I'm gonna say there's a tie for the number 2 quarterback in the NFL.
You know what? I'll say this, and I hate to say this because I'm gonna have to say Jalen. I'm gonna have to say Hurts next because he's a Super Bowl champion. Along with, actually, I would put Matt Stafford in front of him first.
I can't. Yeah, they've got rings, but I don't know if I'm going to go by accolades alone. I want to go by who I would pick if I got to pick who's gonna be my quarterback since I can't have Mahomes. Like if I could,
I love Allen. I love Allen to death, but everybody's just they're just saying, well, he ain't won a ring and he chokes and he's a turnover machine.
I'd put Allen above Lamar Jackson because Lamar throws fits.
Yeah.
I mean, he throws fits to the point they gotta fucking bench him for weeks at a time. You know? And he's not a smart guy. Like I shouldn't say that. He's probably a brilliant dude, right? It's just like with PR, he's not smart with PR.
No.
You know, like public relations and stuff.
Allen is very smart, and he's very.
So that's why I'm saying I put Josh, just above Lamar. You know, aside from talent, as like a man, Josh acts more like a man, a manly man.
Patrick Mahomes on one leg, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, and Matt Stafford.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've seen Mahomes on one leg before, and he won Super Bowls with it, that bum leg. So this isn't new to us Chiefs fans. We've seen Mahomes get hurt before, but this one's scary. Sounds like he's doing great. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'd go the top three being Mahomes and Allen and Jackson. But then I'm gonna put I think I like Jalen Hurts up there in a top 5, but I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback as far as skill. As far as skill, the top 3 are pretty goddamn solid, you know. I mean, Lamar's kind of a big baby and stuff, but he is a top 3 quarterback for the NFL, for sure. Matthew Stafford is absolutely 100% solid. I think I might put him up there somewhere. So that's the 5, I guess. I would say. Stafford, I'll put at 4. I think I'd put Burrow at 5 as far as talent. And this is who's starting right now as quarterbacks. I think I put Burrow at 5. Brock Purdy's probably in a top 10 spot. Jordan Love's probably in a top 10 spot. That kid from the Patriots pushes his way up to be in the argument for a top 10 quarterback spot, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Except for that poor fucking Super Bowl showing.
Or whatever. What's his name again?
What is his
quarterback again?
Elvis Gerback or something.
What's that?
Who's the Patriots quarterback? I'm bad. Oh my god, I got a break for it.
He's named after a duck. It's a boy duck or something.
Right?
Jake May. Holy shit.
That is a duck's name, too.
Oh my god.
He's making an argument for being in the argument for a top 10 quarterback in the NFL spot. You know, that piss poor Super Bowl showing aside, the rest of his career was fantastic. So. What?
Well, it ain't Tommy DeVito, that's for sure. And we have Tommy, so.
You know, kind of like Tommy, I think he showed that he's got some heartness in him. He's got some soul in him. But I don't know if he's starting quarterback quality, you know.
Nah,
he's
backup
quality. Yeah. Kirk Cousins, let's talk about, you know what? Since we got Damian here, let's talk about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is, I'd probably put him somewhere around 20 out of the 32. He's not the bottom of the barrel at all. Now, these are starters for the NFL. Who's the starting quarterback? Kirk Cousins is probably like that. You know, probably 20th place or something. Good enough to give it a real good show, get you more wins than you probably expected, keep the fans interested because he's pretty exciting sometimes. Man, I've seen him in some games where he just turns that shit up. Gets the whole team rocking and rolling. It's pretty cool. So, I mean, good for them. Good
Raiders.
Raiders, oh gosh. Damian even agrees Kirk Cousins' agent is the freaking... He's the best, dude.
This is what's going to happen. If the Raiders picked up Fernando, what's going to happen is Kirk Cousins is going to start the first 6 games, and Fernando's is going to start the remaining of the season after that.
Okay, so this is fucking terrifying to me because it's the same scenario with the same style of quarterback as what the Chiefs did with Mahomes. We had Alex Smith, who, if you compared his game with Kirk Cousins' game, they're both great system quarterbacks. They'll learn your system right away. They kind of probably good enough to maybe make a playoff but lose it. But they don't like to turn the ball over. They're conservative. They go by the book and they do what the coaches say. So you take a guy like that and you have him teach your Mendoza kid. That's his name, right? Mendoza? Fernando
Mendoza.
Yeah, that's the guy. So you have Kirk Cousins train him up. It's like the perfect storm. It's literally what Rodgers should have done with that kid that was at the Jets with him. Fuck, it's what Rodgers should have done with Jordan Love too. But all Rodgers ever did was throw fits about somebody else even having a fucking seat next to his that says quarterback, you know?
Honestly, with Rodgers, Love is like, But with Zach Wilson, there is no way Zach Wilson is like starting quality after him being a baby and all that, so. And
Who has more touchdowns? Dow, start us out. Who has more touchdown passes? Mendoza or Cousins?
I bet they'll both break even.
It's difficult for me to say. Plus, honestly, I don't know. I'm confused with Kirk Cousins' deal because it's a 5-year, $172 million deal, yet it's structured like 1 year and $20 million guaranteed. That is the first I've ever seen.
All right. Aside from the contract,
15 touchdowns each for both of them.
we're talking about who gets the most touchdowns. Fuck their
15
contract.
Yeah, I said I have no idea. It's gonna be.
Okay, I'll do it. I think Kirk Cousins does what Kirk Cousins does, and he starts out his first 6 games hot as shit, hotter than shit, and then he fucking pisses away like 3 games for him, and then they start Mendoza at like 5-4. So game like week 10, Mendoza jumps in, takes the last 7 games and just, gets his footing, and then they throw him right to the Wolves next season, straight up.
That's what I'm thinking too. I think they'll finish tied with the same touchdowns.
I'm also thinking tied too. I'm also thinking tied.
Okay, I think
can see touchdowns is going to be tied. Yards, I think it's going to be Mendoza. If we're considering yards.
Okay, who the fuck's he going to throw to? Did they just get
Bowers?
Oh, Bowers. Yeah, Bowers. Yeah.
That
Kirk
kid
Cousins
out of
is gonna,
TCU best.
Cousins is going to feed Bowers and Ginty like you guys don't believe, won't believe. Bowers is going to get all the targets. Kirk Cousins loves tight ends. Alex Smith style quarterback.
Well, Bowers had to be healthy for next year because that was not what I was expecting out of Bowers last year.
Dude, he started so goddamn hot. Like legit, wasn't he like the best tight end in the league last season?
It was like the best tight end. Well, before the season, I knew Bowers was going to be the best tight end. after watching countless of games from Georgia. So
Oh, West Desert's in the house too.
Vikings gave Cousins $84 million. He was worth it.
Yeah, Russell Wilson wasn't even overpaid like Cousins was.
honestly, Falcons are stupid.
Dude, he did pretty good with the Falcons, but he does that. He gets like that first 5 or 6 games under his belt, and then everybody figures him out. And God forbid you have a game at night. He can't fucking win those to save his life.
Nope.
It's not Cousins I don't hate. I just hate their front office because of how dumb they are with their contracts, how stupid they are for reaching a quarterback who has injury concerns and trading for a first round pick away to the Rams to get a guy who could potentially be in prison.
Well, if you look at it like this, when he was at Washington, right? So he was at Washington before Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And then they traded Kirk Cousins away to get Alex Smith. And the conversation went kind of like this. Why would you trade away a 2015 Ford Escort to get like a 1976 Ford Escort? Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's the same style of quarterback. Why would you trade a new car away that's perfectly fine for one 20 years old and a bit rusty? It's the same goddamn model.
Wait, didn't Kirk Cousins, wasn't he a free agent when he signed with Minnesota? Because I swear he was signed with Minnesota, but then with Smith, I think he was also a free agent, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
You know
I need
what,
to look at the
though?
contract. I need to look at the history.
We all know Kirk Cousins he's getting massively overpaid.
Yes.
But at the same time, he goes out there and he doesn't like cuss and he doesn't throw fits. He does what the boss says. That's worth quite a bit in a company.
Cousins is a Chrysler.
Chrysler. I mean, what's Kyler Murray, like that Hyundai that breaks down?
No, Kyler Murray is like one of those Kias that are like that midget size, like a hatchback, and it just
Wait, the Kia that all those hamsters jump out and they do the dance? Is that what he is?
most likely.
Oh man! So if Mahomes is a Maserati, what is Malik Wilson?
Actually, Mahomes is a Porsche.
Really? Mm-hmm. Nah, dude, I gotta tell you, Mahomes is an Audi. He's that Audi with the fucking V12 in it. I rented one of those when I went to a Chiefs game. I had the wife and kids in the car, and a Porsche came up next to me, and I'm cruising down the freeway, and this Porsche comes up, and he goes like this, and then he floored it, and I had to. I laid into that throttle, and that car was like a goddamn rocket. It was the fastest thing I've ever driven, bro. I flew by that Porsche like he didn't have squat. So, no, Mahomes is that V12 Audi that I rented. It was fucking red, Kansas City red. I parked it next to all the guys that were tailgating. It was perfect. Fit right in.
Malik Willis would be a Volkswagen Jetta. Good to look at.
You could soup it up if you wanted to, but it's never going to be the fastest.
Yeah.
Okay. A little German muscle for you. Okay. If Josh Allen is the Bigfoot monster truck. What is Lamar Jackson? Gravedigger?
I'd say more like one of those low riding trucks. Good for show, but not in the playoffs.
I like this. I like that. What was that big engine they had in them? Not the 454. They had like a bigger one in some of those Chevelles, man. In the late 60s, they had unlimited horsepower in the late 60s, and it was all motor. Bro, the U.S. government in 1970 said that you can't have this much fucking power anymore, and they had to dial cars down to like 200 horsepower. But stock in like the late 60s, those muscle cars were coming out of the factory with 600 fucking horsepower, man. Ooh-wah! Man, like 600 like horsepower. That's just straight torque too. I mean, foot-pounds of torque like you wouldn't believe. They were building hot rods at car factories in the U.S. in the late 60s. Then in the 70s, literally 1971 models are slow compared to anything from the 60s. I like that, though. That's a good analogy because Mahomes is just like one of those sleek-looking machines. You're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at that. It's like unassuming. You know, maybe it doesn't have any pearl paint, you know, and there's no gold trim. It's just a good-looking hot rod, and then when it starts up, it fucking blows the doors off of everybody else around. I like that. That's a good one. Josh Allen is a Ford Raptor?
He's more of a Ford Expedition.
So if you started with Josh Allen as a Ford Raptor, what would you put Lamar Jackson as?
Probably just a regular Ford F-150.
A broken down F-150.
What do they call the other one? The Tremor? Is that like the one that's underneath the Raptor?
Wait, let me look at what a Raptor is.
Or maybe a Ford Ranger.
Nah, you don't dip that far down. First of all, I don't know why we're calling Josh Allen a Ford.
He's a monster.
Well, Ford's breakdown, yeah.
No, I consider Josh Allen to be more of an Expedition.
So, if I was going to put him on a regular pickup that you can buy, then I'm going to say that Josh is probably like a... If all the quarterbacks were pickups, I'm going to put... Oh, god dang.
There's the...
Maybe you would put maybe you put Lamar Jackson as a Hemi, as a Dodge Ram Hemi.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And Mahomes is that souped up Duramax that you guys got nothing on.
Mm.
Who is the Chevrolet Silverado?
The what?
The Chevrolet Silverado.
The Silverado, dude. I have a 30-year-old Chevy Silverado stepside. That's what Mahomes is. My little pickup is what Mahomes is. I could pull up next to a brand new Mustang and shock the shit out of that guy because he just got beat by a pickup.
Maybe
it's
Alan
got off-road package and everything. What?
Alan would be a souped up Jeep because he could go anywhere and
Jeeps break down all the time. I wouldn't put that on the guy.
No,
he doesn't break down all the time.
I like the monster truck thing though. I really did because he just runs over everybody.
Yeah, Mahomes is a Maserati. Josh Allen is a monster truck. Lamar Jackson's kind of like a. You remember that? Remember that footage of the guy in the Corvette that was outrunning all the cops? And then finally he just like goes off road and that Corvette just blows to pieces. Okay, so that's Lamar's a Corvette.
Okay.
I'll put Lamar as a Corvette. Yeah. But Mahomes is a Maserati, and Josh Allen's a monster truck. Where are you going to put Joe Burrow? He's like a Toyota at Moab. Something's always broken.
Which one? A Tacoma? Because Tundra
It
is
doesn't
more
matter, dude.
superior than a Tacoma.
Go to Moab, Utah. You'll see. Fucking broken shit all over the place, dude. I mean, Toyotas are always broken.
In Utah?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
You go to Moab.
Not even a Tundra could survive in Moab?
Tundras are funny. It's like Toyota realized that Chevy had the best looking truck, so they tried to make something that looked exactly like a Chevy or a GM. The new Tundras are goofy looking. They sound cool, and I know that their engines are probably going to last a long time because it's a Toyota.
Yeah, longer than a Tacoma.
But I don't know why they put turd down the side of a Toyota. Do you ever see that? It says turd right on the side, TRD. It says turd right there. I say buy American. I say buy Chevy. You'll be a lot happier with a Chevy than you would with a Dodge. Dodge is going to just suck gasoline and suck diesel fuel like you wouldn't believe. And they sound cool. They're not fast. They're not comfortable. I mean, the front ends are weak. The Chevy's been the same basic drivetrain for fucking 50 years for a reason, you know?
And then
For a reason.
Then how would you categorize a Honda Ridgeline?
That's a Kyler Murray.
Kyler is a Ridgeline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You think it's going to be neat, and then you realize it's just useless.
If you're talking about like an old Ridgeline, yeah. Because that old Ridgeline before the new Ridgeline looks like one of those new pickup trucks. It looks ugly as fuck.
Yeah, dude. They had that weird back end. The bed was all tiny, but it had a window that rolled up and down in the back. It was super goofy, man. Weren't those the same thing as that Chevy Avalanche? It's just the Avalanche was a little bit bigger and uglier.
Yeah. Like it's supposed to be like an SUV / truck. I don't know whatever the hell it was.
Yeah. Stick to building like cool cars, nice cars and stuff, you know, and good trucks. There's all this weird shit. It's too far. Kyler's a brat. The little the little Subaru brat. No shit. Goddamn, there's a blast from the past. Remember they had two little chairs you could ride in the back of those fuckers? Which is just batshit crazy. If that thing rolled over, you're fucking squished. Seatbelts you in there so your head gets pushed down to your abdomen. Subaru brat.
How about
what's Aaron Rodgers then? Let's see.
He ain't a GMC, that's for sure. He ain't a Cadillac, so.
For sure, he's not a Cadillac. He thinks he's a Cadillac, but he's probably more like a
downgraded Acura.
So no, an Acura was reliable. Acura's too reliable. That's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not fucking reliable, man.
Let me think. How about BMW?
So yeah, there you go. You get like 3 good years out of it, and then just fucking sucks from then on. Like everything breaks, and it's way too expensive. BMW is a good one. There you go. Like a used BMW though. Somebody else got the good 3 years out of that fucker.
Who the hell even touches a BMW nowadays? Everybody wants to go for a Jeep or those fashion cars.
Well, BMW, to be fair, was a status symbol for quite a while. Apparently, people loved the status of looking like a fucking douchebag and having everybody at the stoplight go, douchebag. Okay. What is Kirk Cousins?
I can think of a couple. There's Infinity, and then there's.
He's like a Honda Accord or an Infinity, huh? He's like a reliable, straight mid-grade coupe. Something you could put the family in and trust that he would take it, quite a ways.
Minivan?
Yeah, he might be like a Chrysler minivan or something, like a town and country minivan.
Chrysler?
Hey, he's getting paid enough. He might as well be a Chrysler. Yeah, I think somebody called him that earlier. Yep, Chrysler minivan.
It's a station wagon.
Go, Mater.
How about that? The Volkswagen.
Wood
A
paneling
Volkswagen.
station wagon. Oh
What
my
about
God.
Volkswagen?
Okay, so let's pick another quarterback. This has been fun. What's Drake May? Drake May's like a Honda Civic with gold trim on it.
I love a Honda Civic, especially those new ones.
It's a good little car. May not be the fastest, but it sure is reliable.
Well, I could either consider him to be a Corolla or a Camry.
Okay, I see that.
What about Tua?
A fucking Nissan.
What you got there? Is one of those. Remember the Yugo when Yugo did that thing and they had a bunch of really small little cars. Okay, like a Geo Metro.
Mm-hmm.
Remember those? The little 3-cylinder car, Geo Metro. They were little tiny ones.
I'm thinking Nissan Altima or Sentra Maxima because they look ugly and they are not that reliable.
I can't go there. I got to put him somewhere else, like a
Geo Metro. I like that.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, because as soon as he gets hit, he's gone.
He's one of those fucking fake Volkswagen Beetles. You know when they put the engine in the front and just made
the newer
Volkswagen Beetles. He's not even the good Volkswagen. He's like not even the good Beetle. He's like the new Beetle, little ugly ones. They're just pretty much useless. You can't fit much in it. Go shopping. It's not in the trunk space. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg anyway. Yeah. Let's see. What is the least reliable vehicle you can think of? Okay, here you go. Carson Wentz is one of those little Chinese electric cars. You know those little tiny ones that just fucking catch on fire and burn up?
Let me look up least reliable cars.
Dak Prescott.
Oh, goddamn. That's tough. Dak Prescott is a Kawasaki motorcycle, one of the big ones that's been wrecked.
Sherbert is
it's gonna wobble.
Sherbert is more of a Genesis GV60.
So I was gonna put Sherbert as like one of those H2s. Remember the Hummer 2 that was like
Hummer.
It's supposed to be great, but it just turns out to be a hunk of shit.
There you go. I like that. It's military grade. Give me a point.
Yeah, the H2. No, not the H1, not the first one they made, but when they put it on like a regular car frame, and they were just fucking garbage. And then the H3 turned into like the little Jeep looking things, you know. It's just weird. But yeah, Sherbert's
E-bike. Sherbert's on an e-bike.
That would be Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Dak Prescott is a Kawasaki Vulcan that somebody laid down, and it's not good. It wobbles now, you know.
All right, I gotta rock out, man. I gotta take care of some stuff.
Oh, geez, it's already 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That was
10:30 where I am.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked comparing quarterbacks to vehicles. That was a fun
That
conversation.
was pretty fun.
Yeah, it brings me good. It brings me so many good memories where I used to be obsessed with different models.
Oh fuck! What's Shadir Sanders?
Oh, that's a good question. He's one of those like.
He's the new Ford Mustang because it looks like shit.
He's like one of those like. Let me think. Mercuries that used to be good, but then are not that common. I mean, I'll do one better. Shedeur Sanders is one of those Mercedes that are that expensive, and yet they are not that reliable.
He's not expensive. Okay, Shadur. Let's see. Shadur Sanders. It's like driving by and looking over at the cars in a Hyundai lot. You know, for real. Like you're like, God, I guess it's cheap. I guess I could use it, but I don't really know if I want my friends to see me having it.
Have you seen the new style of the Mustangs? They look like crap.
Oh, you're talking about the SUV Mustang things,
Yes.
or the actual Mustang?
No, I'm talking about the new SUV Mustangs that looks like they got plastic surgery.
Looks like those they tried to make it look like those Porsche SUV looking.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah,
those are
okay, I'm looking at the new Ford.
Because his
Mustang.
dad was kind of like a Mustang on defense, and then he's supposed to be something like his dad, but
like,
he just
dude,
looks like shit.
his dad was like a fucking 1969 Boss Mustang. Okay. And then he was like that Mustang 2 when they redid it, and it turned into. He wasn't even a Fox body Mustang. He was the Mustang 2 that was like a fucking inline six cylinder. It was just a hunk of shit. Or V6s were hunks of shit, and they weren't fast or anything. They weren't even cool cars. But then they turned into the Fox body Mustangs, and they got fast again. But yeah, so
don't like these
I can see that. He's like one of the shitty built Mustangs. I was thinking, like, if he's a Mustang, he's going to be one of those that peels out leaving the car swap or the car meet and fucking wrecks into somebody that's just like an innocent bystander. Why is it that Mustangs can't leave a fucking car meet without ramming into somebody?
Yeah, he looks like one of those. It just pulled up.
Yeah, I'm looking at them
Okay.
too. It's disgusting.
All right. I mean, maybe it's reliable, though. Fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe it's reliable.
I just pulled up the first thing that looked like what I was looking at.
That's what they look like, though. It looks like those Porsche SUVs, kind of. Like, it's hard to tell the difference between those and the Mustang ones. I think that's what they're shooting for.
I mean, they just did not do good justice with that body. Here's another one right here.
Jordan Love. God, you know, he's like the low end. He's like a low end luxury car. So like a
Ford Bronco or
no, like so like back in the day, you'd have like out of the hot rods in the 70s, you know, you'd have your fucking Camaros and Mustangs, and they were the dogs, right? And then like the Chevelles and the GTO Judges and like shit like that, they were top dogs. But then you'd have something that come out that was like here you go, like the Mercury or like the Satellite, which was a Dodge Satellite. It looked just like a Challenger, but it was a fucking Satellite. And so it was like the like not the real thing, but you could build it into being the real thing. So let me see here. Was it the Satellite that looked just like the GTO, I think? Actually, I think it was a Pontiac Satellite, and it looked just like a GTO. So it was kind of like you could make it look just like the Judge or the GTOs that were super badasses, but it was the low-end Pontiac. That's what it was. That's right. So that's where I put him. He's got potential to be one of the big hot rods, but you're going to have to build it up In other words, like put better tires on the team, put bigger cam in the motor, and then he can drive it faster, stuff like that. Give him some nitrous, which is receivers and stuff. Obviously put good brakes on it because you need a good defense. So I think he's potentially a good hot rod, but probably the off-brand that you'd really have to put money into to get it there. That's where I put Jordan. AMX, dude. Those things were super kick-ass. There was actually a guy in the U.S. a while back that had one of those big those big ones. What the hell was that thing called? It was like red, and he would drive it from dragway to dragway and drag race everybody. They do that big thing where you have to drive your dragster to the different races, and he would go. He'd participate in all those things because he could actually drive it on the street. I think it was probably one of the most badass looking street cars I seen on that circuit too. Yeah.
So I did my research, and an AMC AMX was made in the late 1960s.
Wow.
Yeah. We have totally voted Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy, and Bo Nix.
Honestly, I have no idea how to categorize them.
Baker's the Chevy Colorado you were looking at. Not a full-size truck, but he could get some work done. Maybe he's not going to be able to tow the big trailer all the way to the end of the road, but he's going to, you could load him up pretty good, and he can get you at least, to that first destination.
All right, brothers, I got to go.
Brock Purdy is the Ford Ranger. What's Bo Nix, Anthony, before you go?
He did pretty good his rookie year when they came out. Maybe he's a Ford Bronco, the newer one.
He's the OJ Bronco.
Oh,
Is
Ford
he
Bronco?
OJ
Yeah.
Bronco?
Keep it.
May not go the fastest, but he'll get you to the airport.
Yeah,
Like
he's
the
a
OJ
Bronco.
Okay.
See you next Thursday.
Yeah, I'm out too, Anthony. Thanks for coming on the show with me, bro. And DTN, Dow, I love you, brother. Thanks for being here.
Appreciate you, bros. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for everybody in the
And
chat.
the next time
too.
we'll be talking about the draft because we'll be live watching the draft next week.
Oh, that's.
Oh no, it's 2 weeks away.
No, it's in 2 weeks
Sorry.
from now.
2 weeks.
Oh,
As long as I'm not
killing me.
playing as long as I'm not playing Manhunt, then.
Okay, then next week, let's do defense. Let's do defense and see who's
love
the
defense.
fucking monster trucks on defense. Oh, that'll be fun.
I need to do my
Offense is
research
great.
on monster trucks.
We're gonna have to do we'll pick edge rushers and go through the whole NFL. We'll just get a list of all the edge rushers and we'll talk about what
Yeah, sure.
monster they would, or what kind of truck they are. Right? That sounds fun.
Okay.
That quarterback one was a hoot. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
an interesting idea.
Good night, everybody. I'm
Good night.
gonna end the stream.
Peace out,
Much
bro.
love.